It's interesting. He is actually at work, so we are very honored to have him here. And while we're at it, my co-host, she had a situation. She wanted to
Yeah.
know what his opinion was about why do people like the music? Why do they subscribe to it? What?
Basically, well, like, why would you? Okay, we can go because this is more your genre. Like, why would, in your opinion, why do you feel that people like hip hop, or how do you feel that people would like rap or any type of MCing when technically that's more of like a rhythm instead of it being like a musician type thing? You know what I mean? Because where music started from, you know what I mean? You can understand why certain people like musicians.
Right.
So why do you think people like
Hip hop.
rap or hip hop?
Well,
Because that's,
well,
you know.
just to answer your question, in the 70s and 80s, um, you know, musical instruments were taken out of school systems strategically because they knew music was powerful. That happened everywhere from California to New York City and everywhere in between. Out of that, hip hop came because they had to work with what they had, which is sampling, taking little breaks from records and just making it into something. And I
Wow.
think, you know, as far as hip hop, like it's a voice. Like that voice is an instrument in itself. That's why people such as Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Jay Z, they have influence because they know how they have pattern, they have cadence, so they know how to make their voice like an instrument, but make words rhyme. So that's an instrument in itself. Um, and I just think people relate to the struggle. You know, what I mean, like jazz. You know, that was the music and the voice of that time period, and hip hop is kind of just a voice of our generation. You know, the people who really are even more in the struggle in a different sense. But this is their vehicle to kind of express that, except not through instruments, but just through vocally. You know, through rhyming, through rapping. So that's my own personal opinion on it, though.
I have
That
a
was good.
question
I thought that was
as
awesome.
well. Particular chords, say for instance in R&B, because at this point, even with the hip hop, it's like they have to incorporate some of the older styles, almost put a melody to it. And shouts out to Run DMC because they are the first ones I ever heard with Suck MC to do a song with no melody.
Yeah.
It was just a beat,
Yeah.
no melody. It's
Yeah.
not to say no Africans in Africa didn't do that as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
but that was, as far as American music was concerned, that was the first record ever without a melody.
Right. But that beat was so tough, though.
And
the
it was
beat was so tough. Shout out, rest in peace, Jam Master Jay. First off, because,
Yeah, wow.
you know what I mean.
Reverend Ron.
That sound was
Christianity.
incredible, incredible. Like, you know, some of those beats could be used right now. I mean, just really, you know, like everybody's doing that whole retro sound anyway, as far as the '80s. But Jam Master Jay created that sound, you know, and it was just a drum
Rick
beat.
Rubin and
Yeah,
a
Rick
couple
Rubin,
other people
yeah,
as
a couple
well.
other people, but you know, he was a catalyst for it. So, real quick, I just want to shout out our Twitter. My Twitter site is Reality Faces. So that's RealityFaces, and you can follow me, find out what I'm doing. I actually need the Twitter where I'm at right now because this is a beautiful thing right now, and you know, people got to know what it is, man.
And I want to also say for y'all that want to show, there's people. First of all, watch Caliente Hits Mix. You have Margot and as I understand, Wu-Tang Latino, the head of the president actually of Wu-Tang Latino is going to be co-hosting that particular show. Shouts out to Benny Negro and his new format. I support all these guys because I do believe that internet is the wave, because it's not like FM. You're around the world and the sound is live, is real time. I want y'all to type in arismaradio.com if y'all want to show. This is the finale for the People's Champion show, but do look out for the Nobody show. I want to bring people in, such as my co-host, and people who have a common view. And even this beautiful lady over here, her BFF, what's your name again? Is
Gloria.
I'm gonna call her Tanya, cause but nobody spells
Nobody
that right
would
anyway.
work too,
Nobody
we
spells
go
that
there.
right anyway.
Nobody-
Everybody
No, it's
misspells it,
nobody.
so I'm gonna call her Tanya, cause that's my sister name and that's a beautiful name, and she ain't tripping. But look, y'all call in here to get these shows, and hey, we're gonna take over. We're gonna have it where they gotta come to us. The FMs and the satellites and the cables and even the regular channels come to the champ. But I want y'all to really, 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 really hit this man. If y'all want a deal, I'm going to always send y'all to this link to try to get with this situation. Don't worry about it. If it's something good, if he likes you, he can take you to the side, give you a contract, and work it for you himself. In fact, you're going to have to sign some paperwork. You're going to have to. It ain't no more him doing this and just doing favors for anybody. This is a record executive that stands on his own, with or without the music industry. He's trying to do a format to get music back to where it was, where people get to elect what they want to hear.
Exactly.
And he's going to be doing this. With or without Universal, he's doing this. So you come to him, he can make it happen, he could get you spins, and give him some more information once again on how to get you.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all check out the website. That's www.facesshowcase.com. It's an incredible website. It has testimonials. It has a list of people who came out to our show. It has a YouTube link and MySpace link where you can check out actual footage from our previous shows. And we had everybody last year who had a lot of the biggest records in New York City. We had Ron Browse, we had Mano, we had Saigon, we had Royce the 5'9", we had the Retro Kids, we had a ton of other people, Rod Digger. I mean, list goes on and on. But we just trying to give artists a platform, man, because y'all putting in work, and you got to get your music out there. There's no more days of you sitting in the house and you making the hottest songs and nobody on the street know what you're doing. Like, you got to get that music out there. If you got the best product, make sure you let the people sample it so you know what it is, and they could become consumers and be able to buy your product and be fans of your music. And that's what it's all about, creating fans. So we're giving you a vehicle to do that at Faces in the Crowd Showcase, where you get on stage, and not only are you performing in front of a live audience and industry executives, but we YouTube it, and you also get to have your footage and be able to span all over the world.
You know what? And I want the camera to take a look at my beautiful co-host and Gloria. They have just on short notice came and showed their professionalism. They're actors, they're singers, they're thought-provoking writers and thinkers in their own right. And of course, I would show you Women My Eyes, but the game is to be sold and not told. You know what I'm talking about? For real. So I'm going to leave y'all with a little singing. And we really do thank Reality for coming out. And shouts out to Cassius Clay and Mo out there in Cleveland. I want y'all to get in contact with this guy. This is the real deal. It ain't no phony. This is how I got in Motown. This is how I got my start. And I want y'all to get him. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And, and I know you ladies are kind of a little upset. And I have a little question for you ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they say y'all hater raiders, man. And, yeah, give me a little volume on this so I can really, manifest. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Are we really happy from this lonely game we play? Looking for words to say, searching but not finding, understanding anywhere. We're lost in a masquerade. You know what I'm talking about? It's the People's Champion. You know what I'm talking about? I love y'all, and keep tuning in. Arisma Radio, Caliente Hits Mix on Friday. Check my boy Reality out. Dreams do come true. One love. Faces in the Crowd.